Cannot define nursing in one word or one sentence even, because it's such it's a special field.
Hey, what's up guys? So today we are here just to talk a little bit about our profession. So the both of us are registered nurses.
Yes.
We love being nurses. We love being able to help people, all the different people that we get to meet, all the different stories that we get to hear.
It's a very rewarding
Yeah.
field. Each day it's something different, and you meet so many different people and you change their lives, and they also can change your lives as well. So it's very touching.
Yeah, so nursing is definitely very difficult to do.
Yes.
I feel like it takes a dedicated and special person to do it, because you're taking care of people's loved ones and their families, and you want to make sure that this is something you actually enjoy doing, because when someone's in the hospital or they're sick or they're facing difficult decisions, it's very important for you to completely be there and like want to be there wholeheartedly. So obviously later on we'll be talking more about different specific stories and such, all while keeping patient confidentiality of course. But there are just certain stories that are too good not to share. Lots of wonderful wisdom that we are given by different people that we take care of. I've taken care of people from all over the world. I mean, they have wonderful stories of things that they've seen, things that they've done, and it's very humbling. It's very rewarding. We love doing it. It's just, if it's something that you're thinking about doing, I always tell everyone that comes up to me and asks me about nursing, yes, it is difficult. There are days where you may just want to go home and cry. It can be very sad, but it can also be very happy, and it can be very uplifting. There's always that one patient that makes everything worthwhile. That extra smile, any little thing.
Gratitude. Just when a patient or a family member say, oh, well, you really helped me through this difficult time. It was so hard, and I really appreciate how you were there for me, and you really cared, and you did everything for me. Those moments just make everything worth it, and make the bad days just like disappear, because those good days are just so good, and you just feel like so warm in your heart when you are able to help somebody without expecting anything back from them.
Right. I've gone home many a days with like a full heart, just from my experiences that day, the people I've seen, the things I've heard. It's very humbling, very rewarding. Obviously there's plenty of opportunities all over the place for nurses. Most recently we've had a lot of the natural disasters happening, and it's just been so wonderful to see all the nurses coming together and like going to these areas in need and helping and providing their skills and their abilities for the good of mankind. And I just feel like that's very sweet and adorable.
It's a profession. Everyone comes together without even like thinking twice about it, just because that's what your profession is. You're there to help other people who are in this very vulnerable moment, in this very difficult time. You're there to help them, to be like a shoulder to cry on, someone to like strengthen them, and just for them to lean on.
Right. So,
and another thing that I like about our profession, I know we see it a lot. You can see a patient who's like really sick, and take care of them and see them go from being sick to back to health, and that's just a beautiful thing to see. I think everyone should feel that experience, and just to see them like smile and like literally walk out of the hospital, it's just, it's such a great feeling.
Yeah, most of my experience is actually with more critically ill patients, like people that are just like very sick, and it can be very sad, but you just have to be positive, like I said. And when I do get to see those patients like get through their therapy, get through their treatment, and they just it's like they come back to life in a way, in the way that they're acting, and you can just kind of tell, and you just kind of get like, oh my God, like I've been here watching you this whole time. It's kind of like you've seen them grow from like having maybe no hope or things like that. And it's wonderful to be able to be that person that goes in and you're like, you should really try to get out of bed today. I know you're not feeling very well, but it may help, and the patient will appreciate you giving them that motivation and feeling like you're in their corner. But you never know. The smallest thing, like giving somebody a warmed blanket when they seem cold. I mean, people can be just so grateful. So
yeah, little things make a huge difference in the hospital. If you're just like, oh, that was just, you know, I didn't even think twice about it. I was just doing it just because, you know, they seemed cold or seemed like she wanted something to drink or something. They're just so like grateful, and they're like, oh, well, it's just a little thing, because they're vulnerable and it's difficult. So it's nice to kind of give them some nice smiling faces and happy thoughts. Such a rewarding career.
And you can work all different kinds of places. You can work in an acute care hospital. You can work in like a long-term care facility. You can work at a clinic, like an inpatient, outpatient type thing. You know, you can be like a personal nurse to a family. You can be a personal nurse to a physician. I mean, you can further your degree and become a nurse practitioner in a clinic. I mean, you can do all different kinds of things with nursing. You can remain at the bedside if you choose to do that. You can become a nursing school teacher. I mean, and kind of help to mold the baby nurses coming in after you. I mean,
so once you get that nursing degree, there's so many things that you can do with it. So you're not just limited to that one thing. So if you're like, oh, I don't like this field, well, you can go and do another part. Like I said, it's so many different things you can do with that one degree that it's just, it's mind-blowing how much you can do, how wide the variety is.
In general, just to kind of sum things up, nursing is a wonderful profession. It's very difficult, but it's very humbling. You get to meet and touch the lives of all different kinds of people. It is a very serious job, so you do need to like be competent in what you're doing.
Definitely go for it. We're going to share a bunch of stories with you guys. We're just going to keep you updated on our experiences here in a new state with nursing. Before you know it, you may decide to go to nursing school. Just let us know if you do. We definitely say go for it.
That's it for now.
Bye.